Hey guys, welcome back to Aussie Custom Garage. Today we've got something a little bit different to do. Probably see behind me, we have Luke Fink's little Vitara, little dune buggy thingy. Luke is kind enough to let me do some electrical work on it, thankfully, because it definitely needs it. It's definitely seen some shit for sure. So got a few things I've got to do on it. Got to install a little touch panel, also this little fuse box. Wants to put a stereo in it, a few other bits and pieces, reverse camera, dash camera, so some pretty cool stuff. Let's get some stuff done. I've already started playing around with the Kenwood stereo. I've put some Deutsch plugs on it just to, you know, that's what was in it. There was no stereo in it. He actually had a little plastic plate with his compressor and diff lock, I think it was. Switch put in there, which I'm going to have a chat with Luke now. I'm going to give him a call, see what he wants to put on the little touch panel to power everything up. So yeah, I've got to put speakers in, light bar. I think we're going to put in a couple of strips for the interior light because it does not currently have one in it, and I'm sure that he would love to have one in it. I'm going to go ahead, fix all this wiring up in here as well. It's also got another battery sitting in here that I'm sure that he will want to use, so I will test that battery. By the looks of it, it's pretty swollen on the side, so it's probably stuffed.
Extra, read all about it. Extra, read all about it. Extra, read all about it.
A few days later, done quite a bit off camera. I've just tried to crack along on this sort of thing. There's a lot that was wrong and a lot that I've got to add. So got a little speaker cage. I'm going to make an infill panel to fill all this in, put some USBs in it. Like I said, I've got that up there. Mounted this on the back wall. So got that already situated. Now currently working on the SBI 12 that Luke provided. Mount that there. Got some cable, I think it's 8 DNS cable that we're going to run to the rear battery, to the circuit breaker, to the isolator. I've now nut-certed all of that. Get some some bolts that'll fit the battery. So, been cracking along. Just very tedious. You guys that do know a little bit about electrical or know a lot about electrical know how tedious this stuff can be. Just, you know, going through fixing a lot of stuff. There was, I've chucked it away. Oh no, here's some here. So this here is what was Luke's power for, or his little push button for the starter motor. I think the key barrel's stuffed on it, so he's got a little push button on there. I don't really want to leave that like that, just in case something does go astray. So I've ran 3mm wire through the firewall. I've also got another bit of wire here that is for the little rock lights underneath just there, which they will be powered from the little touch panel. wiring up the SBI 12. If you guys don't understand what they do, it's like a little charger. It's a cheap way of doing a charger for the dual battery system, but it also gives you the capabilities of, say your starter battery does go flat, you can then push a button which will be on that touch panel there, which then will turn that isolator on, push the power back to the main battery, just in case something does go wrong. Shouldn't do, because I'm running literally everything off the auxiliary battery underneath the tray, but just in case. And yeah, that battery isolator Luke provided, just flick it off when you're not using it, just in case, but it's not really going to matter, because like I said, this little guy here will charge the battery up while he's running around doing what he's got to do. He wants me to mount the King's light bar on the bonnet, on the front there. That goes against everything in my bean. I don't know whether I can do that. I might just run the wiring and say, hey Luke, you mount it. Ideally, I'd prefer if he made a what do they call them, a Baja loop over the top here, and mount the light bar on top. I believe that would look a hell of a lot cleaner. It's also going to be an issue with, if he does have it on the bonnet, I'm going to have to run a cable all the way down the bonnet, because obviously when he lifts the bonnet up, if I have the cable coming up near the radiator, the cable's going to be too short. Yeah, I could put like a Deutsch plug so I can disconnect it, but in case he forgets and reefs the bonnet up, it's going to rip those wires out. So let's try to prevent doing that. So yeah, get cracking on it. Fit the little reverse camera that he's got. He's got a dash cam as well. I've just mounted this up here, his reverse camera. It does sit crooked, which I don't like. So I'm going to try and make up some sort of little pedestal to offset it. See how that goes, but yeah, cracking along. See what we can get done for him before I send it back to him in a few days. And then I'll probably end up just racing to his house in Brizzy, spend a day, maybe 2 days up there, just finishing stuff off. There's tons of work in it. I think I've got probably 9 hours invested in it so far. Like I said, you guys that know how long this stuff takes will completely understand, but I'm trying to get everything done right, get rid of any potential fire hazards that were there existing, which was his biggest issue with the Zook in the first place. He just didn't trust it with the electrical, and he doesn't trust himself with electrical, which, fair enough. I don't really trust myself, but yeah, I've got some sort of an idea. But yeah, keep cracking along and see where we get up to. So we're pretty much done here for what I'm going to do at home here. Just chucked his speakers in the doors, chucked the cigarette sockets in here for the CarPlay, and finish off wiring up most of this, run all the cables for his interior light. This is a bit dicky here, does work but needs another one put out. He's also wants me to run a cable somewhere for his rear radiator setup. That will get done, just not here. I'll do that one probably at his house. So I've got the CarPlay, it'll start up there, the CarPlay ride, reverse camera and everything works. So press this auxiliary button here, turns on his reverse camera, also turns on his USB chargers down here. So everything works, which is great. Luke will be here in the morning to pick it up, so we'll do a little bit of a run through with Luke, and yeah, we'll end the video. Luke's come and picked up his little Zook. That'll probably end up this video, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Next video will probably be either Little Hilux or Sea-Doo jet ski. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.